Chapter 18, Developing Measurement Concepts. You have students measure a bucket as in the figure below. The first thing they need to know is what the bucket is to be measured. They might measure the weight, the height, diameter, circumference. Also, they can measure the outside the bucket, the surface area, or the volume and the capacity. Each of these aspects can be measured as an attribute of the bucket. When you are measuring something, you must perform these three steps. Decide on the attribute to be measured, select the unit that has the attribute, compare the unit by filling, covering, matching, or using something other method with the attribute of the object being measured. Number one, you can make comparisons based on the attribute. Number two, use physical models of measuring units to fill, cover, or match. And three, make measuring tools and compare them with the individual unit. A common approach in primary grades is to begin measurements with non-standard units. Unfortunately, measurement activities in the upper grades where other attributes are measured often do not begin with this important first step. The use of non-standard units for beginning measurement activities beneficial at all grades levels because they focus on the attribute being measured. For example, when discussing how to measure the area of an irregular shape, units such as square tiles can be used. Avoid conflicting objectives in your lesson. Is your lesson about what it means to measure area or about understanding square centimeters? And provide a good rationale for using standard units. Activity 1811 on page 471. Estimate and measure. Make a list of items in your room to measure, or you can use the sheet or a figure on this PowerPoint slide. Run a piece of masking tape along the dimensions of the objects to be measured, including curves or other distances that are not straight lines. Have students estimate before they measure. Students with disabilities may find it difficult to come up with a reasonable estimate, so provide possible strategies for them. For example, make a row of chain of exactly 10 of the units to help you visualize them. First, lay 10 units against the object and then make your estimate.